There is grace for the doubting and the delayed. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is part 3 of this 5-part series. God has blessed those who believe in Jesus. In fact, we're going to look at a man named Thomas, who's more often known as Doubting Thomas. What is that about? Because God has enough grace to deal with and overcome, to deliver us from our doubt. But before we go there, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button so other folks can find this video and share it with someone else because they may not get to it, but give it to them. Then we want to invite you to go to the website, changeministry.org. We'd love to come to your church, your school, or your group for whether it's a week of prayer or a day of preaching. Let us know at changeministry.org/contact. Grace, gracia. The grace that God gives to us in all of our circumstances. You got a really good picture of that in Thomas. In fact, in John chapter 20, this is after Christ has been crucified, laid in the grave, and is risen by the power of God. Thomas said, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came to pay a visit. The other disciples therefore said unto him, "We've seen the Lord. We've seen him." But he said unto them, "Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe." The brothers had told him, "We know and we believe that he's alive." Thomas is saying, look, I'm not going to believe until I know it for myself. That's not all bad. There's nothing wrong with having this personal desire, this independent drive to want to own what we know. But it was after he stayed there, after he heard their witness. So did that doubt put him beyond grace? No, because of grace. John 20:26 says, after 8 days, Jesus let that thing marinate for a while. Let him walk in that doubt for a while. And he got that appetite up to the point where, again, he came, his disciples were there within, and Thomas was with them. Then came Jesus, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, because he says, "Peace be unto you." Then saith he to Thomas, "Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands. Reach hither thy hand, and thrust into my side, and be not faithless, but believing." Because the power of God is able to show up in a closed door room. Because the power of God is able to show up in a closed door room, that means the power of God, the grace of God is able to work in a closed door heart. He's not being invasive. Thomas laid the parameters for his belief. He said, if he shows up and lets me do ABC, I'll believe. He challenged God and he got beat. It says in verse 28, Thomas answered and said to him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Thomas, because you've seen me and believed, blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed." And many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which were not written in this book, in order for those disciples to believe, so that we disciples could believe.